Everybody, welcome back to the channel. Thank you for joining me on day, what is it, day 22? 22? Is it 22 already? Wow, we've been going through this month. This is a breeze. And so anyways, today I want to do a special video for all you beginners out there where you're starting out, because I'm seeing a lot of people on Facebook forums over there that are like, hey, I don't know where to go. Well, first things first, let's go ahead and get some basics. The top 5 beginner chords for acoustic guitar, or for any guitar for that matter on this. And so I'm on this beautiful Epiphone Starling guitar my wife got me for Christmas, and so that's what I'm learning with this whole year pretty much. There may be a transition point to a different guitar, but that's to be seen. So the first couple things I want to point out in here is that when you get playing, you're going to get calluses on your fingers in here, and that's okay. That's your fret hand. And so just get comfortable slowly getting into each shape. And the first one that I want to do is G major. And so first of all, make sure your guitar is in tune. If you don't have to get tuner, it's E, A, D, G, B, and high E on there. So there you go. Make sure your guitar is in tune because that'll sound better right off the bat. Second thing on there, you hold your pick like this. Sometimes I hold it with my middle finger and I use this other finger for guidance for strumming patterns, depending on what you do. But for today, start with how the basics are and stuff like that. So G major is going to be your pinky is going to be on the 3rd fret of the high E string. So right there. Your ring finger is going to be right next door on the 3rd fret of the B string. Your index finger is going to be on the 2nd fret of the A string, and your middle finger is going to be on the 3rd fret of the low G string, which is technically G for the note right there. So G, B, G, and that'd be D, I believe, right there. So there's your notes in the chord if you want to figure that kind of stuff out. I'm working on the theory part this year. So anyways, here's what G major sounds like with just a little strum. If you never strummed this before, practice on your fret hand on there to get a good clean sound like that. Some of the muted sounds, like you hear how I can't hear that, but I can hear this. That's not good. You want to go ahead and get a clean sound on there. So anyways, there's G major chord. So it's consistent. There you go. And so once you get the G major chord, take these chords and practice them for a little bit. Practice for like a week or something like that to get used to each one. G major, and if you want to get really into some of the strumming pattern, we'll talk about progression today a little bit too. Down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up. See how I rotate my wrist back and forth like that so I can come up at an angle as I go down and I go up. That's a little bit easier. So there's some people out there, like I've seen some beginner guitarists that'll play like this. Just like lock in that wrist. Don't do that. See how you come down, up, down, up. You rotate the wrist, you rotate the elbow over here as well. That'll get you better sound when you start to work on these chords. So yeah, there's a G major chord on here. There's different variations of this, but we'll talk about that in other videos, or maybe some of my prior videos will explain this as well. The next one up is D major. So D major, we're going to move over to the 2nd fret of the G string, right there. Going to be on the 2nd fret of the high E string, so like this, and then we're going to be on the 3rd fret of the B string. So you're going to make a little claw, like a triangle right there. It sounds like this. Now you'll notice on this chord how I wrap my thumb around right here. The reason I do that is so my low E string doesn't ring out. I just get the other strings right there. You can do it that way, but technically this is not part of the chord, so you can do it that way, but do it like this. D major chord is our second one. And if you get stuck on any of these, pause the video, practice for a little bit on here, just get a clean sound. Remember, you see how that doesn't sound right? That's because I'm not on the fret. Be on the fret. There you go. Next one up, C major in this list today. So C major, it starts out on your index finger on 1st fret of the B string. it'd be your second fret of your D string and your third fret of your A string. So this is called C majors, just like this. So, and again, see how I'm muting that E string? I'm just coming wrap around with the thumb right there. There's your C major. So C major is used in a lot of different songs, D major is used in a lot of different songs, and G major is also used in a lot of different songs. There's a lot of 3-chord songs out there, so just those 3 chords that I just taught you right there, you can play a lot of different songs with, I'll tell you. We'll get into some of those. Anyways, next one up on our list today, number 4, is or actually technically 5. I take that back. 5th chord is E minor I want to teach you today. So we're going to be on the 2nd fret of the A string and the D string, just like this. So we're sitting right there, and we're just going to be like, you hear how that has that kind of like, I don't know if I'd call it sadder on there, sad tone for minors, but it has sadder tone. There you go. So that has all the strings. You notice I'm not muting that E string right back here because it has an E and the E minor. So there's your E minor. Now with these on here, a couple of simple progressions. I'm going on ChatGPT today, as y'all know on here, following me along. If you're not already, please subscribe to the channel, please like the videos, please comment and let me know on your guitar progress, because that's why I'm sharing these, is to jam along with all you out there as well. And my goal is to do this 2025 guitar challenge this year and learn the theory of this guitar inside and out, which is why I'm sharing all this stuff with you as well. Helps me to go ahead and reiterate things that I knew that I didn't know, and like, for example, I just discovered a whole different variation of a chord I never knew in like 30 years. So that's why we play together, is we learn things together. So please subscribe to the channel, like the videos, all that good stuff. Leave me comments on here on what you want to learn going forward as well, because that helps us jam together. So here's simple chord progression that you can start out with basics, and we're just going to do it slow at first. Just simple down, 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 down for the stroke. So we're going to go G major. So remember, G major is your pinky and your ring finger on the 3rd fret of the B string and the high E string, index finger 2nd fret of the A string, and then middle finger on the 3rd fret of the E string, just like this. So here we go. We're going to go down, 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 down. Next one, we're going to transition to D major. Okay, so we're going to go over here to our little triangle shape that I made on here. So 2nd fret of the G string, 2nd fret of the high E string, and 3rd fret of the B string. So you see I'm muting that E on there? There's your D major. Now we're going to go up to the C, 1st fret of the B string, 2nd fret of the D string, and 3rd fret of the A string, muted E up here. Last one, E minor. So we're going to go a 2nd fret of the A string, 2nd fret of the D string. If you don't know your string names, that's kind of helpful on there. It's low one, the one closest to your face, is E. A, D, G, B, and then high E right there. That's standard tuning is what we call that. So we're going to go on 2nd fret of the A string, 2nd fret of the D string up here. And then we're going to go down, 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 down. There you go. Now let's see if we can play these together on here. So first one that I've got in this little progression chart is G major. I'm just going to do downstrokes to make it easier on you. So G, we're going to do G 4 times, D 4 times, C 4 times, G 4 times, and then E minor 4 times. Did I say that right? Let me see here. I think there's one more I wanted to teach you today. A major. ChatGPT messed up my little lesson on there, so I apologize. Let me show you A major real quick, and then we'll do this progression on here as well. So A major is technically, it's a second fret of your D string, your G string, and your B string. Now, me, I got big hands, so like I could never get my fingers in there like this because they're really crammed together. So the way I play this, you can play it what's comfortable for you, is I just play my middle finger across those three strings. This is technically the correct way to do it. It'll take some getting used to because you want to make sure you play the A right there in the A major. You want to play the B and you want to play the E as well. There's a clean version. If you play it like this, it sounds like an AC/DC song because you're getting like muted frets down here as well. But anyways, that's called A major on there. And again, it's just second fret, second fret, second fret, your D string, your G string, and your B string right there. There you go. So now let's try to put all these chords together. We're going to start on G. I'm going to do 4 of each one. So G major, D major, C major, E minor, A major. So see how I can go through those and switch? That's the goal for this video, is you want to go ahead and be consistent. So let's slow it down, because you're new. You're starting out with this stuff. I'm going to go slower, just. If that's too fast for you, just take one chord at a time till somebody can be like, hey, play a G major, and you're just like, somebody's like, hey, play a D chord, hey, play a C chord, okay, A major, E minor, etc., etc., etc. That's the thing, is you want to get muscle memory in this hand on here, so just take one chord at a time. Tabs in the comments today and stuff as well. But take one chord at a time till you can just be like, okay, D major, A, C, and then you want to go over to G, E minor, etc. You can play different variations of this, like C major to E minor. So I'm just keeping it simple on here, keeping it straight, but that's where a lot of songs begin, is just 3 chords. They say 3 chords in the truth, I'll tell you. But anyways, let me show you a couple variations of this, like, try to think. Well, there's some different things in chords on here. Tom Petty's Free Fallin' is all on D chord with a couple added notes in there and stuff. Or like, thinking of other ones. Neil Young, Rockin' in the Free World, is just E minor, D, C, and then be like G. Something like that, you know? So you can play around with these 5 chords I'm teaching today, and you can get started. It's going to be a short, sweet one today, but if you want to go ahead and learn some songs with these chords, I've gone over some simple songs in the videos for the past 20 days or so since I've been on this guitar challenge. And again, if you want to join the challenge, subscribe to the channel, like the videos, comment, let me know what you're learning out there too, and we'll go from there. So I'll see you all tomorrow for the next one. We're doing these every day. Make sure to go over Facebook, follow the Facebook group and all that stuff, because we're making a community over there. There's like 48 of us in this challenge so far. I couldn't believe it, because my wife gave me this beautiful Epiphone Starling guitar for Christmas. I was like, I'm going to learn everything I never learned over like 30 years of playing guitar. I'm going to learn all this theory stuff this year. And all of a sudden I was just like, boom, playing every day really opened me up. Just 10, 20 minutes a day is all you need. So Take these little chords today, G major, D, C, E minor, and A major, and rock out on there. So again, see y'all tomorrow, and have a good one. Thank you for joining me.